If you have got some of this, which is fusible or iron-on interfacing, and you've got some of that, which is fabric, and you need to know how to put that onto that and make it stick permanently, you are in the right place. I have got a step-by-step tutorial coming up for you to show you exactly how to get those two sticking together for life. Who am I? I am Kim. This is Quilt with Kim. Let's go find out how to do it. Okay, to apply your fusible or iron-on interfacing, because it is exactly the same thing as we just said a second ago in the intro, you're going to need a few things. You will need, of course, your fusible or iron-on interfacing in the weight that you need. If you don't know which weight you need, check out the video that I'll put up at the end, because I will tell you exactly which weight you need in that video. You need the fabric that you are going to put your interfacing onto. You're going to need a pressing cloth. What's one of those? It's just an old tea towel that you've got lying around. I have an old tea towel that the kids drew on when they were young. I didn't mean actually drew on the tea towel. They're things that their school did to draw pictures of themselves. And this was in 2007. So I've got a tea towel that I dedicate as my pressing cloth. That keeps in my sewing kit. You're going to need your ironing board. This is my temporary ironing board. If you've been following me for a while, you'll know that I haven't yet replaced this. I will surprise you one day. But suffice to say, I have got lots of insulated wadding in the middle to protect my cutting mat. And I have a hot iron here. So the first thing that we need to do is we need to get the fabric that we're going to put our interfacing on, and we're going to put it right side facing down on our ironing board, so the wrong side is facing up. So far so good. Then we're going to get the interfacing in the weight that we want, and then we need to establish which side is the sticky side. We need to fuse it on or bond it onto our fabric, so we have to establish which side is going to be doing that for us. So if you feel your interfacing, you will feel that one side is quite smooth and one side is rough. Now, this is not in all interfacings, but just bear with, I'll explain the other version in a minute. If you can feel your interfacing and you've got a nice smooth woven side one side, and you've got a rough bobbly side the other side, if I hold that up to camera, you can sort of see that it's a bit bobbly on that side. If I switch it round, you can see how smooth that is on that side, and you can almost see the weave in that. Okay, so the bobbly side, the rough side as you're feeling it, is our sticky side, and that's the side that you will be putting face down onto the wrong side of our fabric. With some of the weights, and it tends to be the heavier weights of interfacing, this sticky side, let me see if I can find some for you to show you. This sticky side has got a definite shine to it. Can you see as I'm putting that against the window? You can see the shadow on it, you can see the shine on it. If I compare that to the other side, so this side, can you see it's matte? That is the right side, and this very silky, smooth, shiny side is my sticky side. Okay, so it's really important to establish which side is which of your interfacing. Okay, so having established which side is your sticky side, that sticky side, so it's rough underneath, goes face down onto the wrong side of your fabric. Now, normally, I say normally, it's not always normally, but normally, our interfacing tends to be cut the same size as the fabric that we're putting it on, but that's not always the case. So always refer to your pattern to find out which size you're supposed to be cutting your interfacing. But if it is exactly the same size, you really want to make sure that the edges are lined up correctly, because once it's stuck down, it ain't coming off, my lovely. It's stuck into place for posterity. So you need to make sure that those edges are all lined up beautifully. So having established which side it is facing down, and I will always do a quick double check. Having got it into place, I will double check that I've got the rough side facing down, or that really silky shiny side facing down, and make sure my edges are lined up correctly. And if I've done that, then I'm pretty much good to go. So this is when my pressing cloth comes into its own. I'm going to cover it with my pressing cloth. Okay, and I'm wondering if I can see which of these drawings I think it was my son did, but I can't see it at the moment. Maybe we'll find it. So we've covered up our piece there, and you need to really just give a feel with your fingers to find the edges, because that will just help you. You get your hot iron and you're going to hold it down. So we're pressing, we're not ironing, and you're going to be holding it down for about 8 to 10 seconds. So if you count to 8 to 10 slowly in your head, that'll do it. And as you've held it down in one place, we're going to move it along a bit, which is why we need to feel the edges with our fingers, so we know where the outline of our piece is. So what I try and do is I move it along a little bit, about an iron width, I guess, each time. So I'll do one side, counting up to 10 slowly in my head. And I think we've just about come off the end here. Okay, that's one side, and then let's do the other side so I can feel it here. So if you count with me, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and move it down. And move it down. We're going to check in a minute, but if something hasn't stuck down properly, then you can just put it back underneath again and give it another few seconds under the iron. Now this is a little steam iron. All the instructions will tell you to use a dry iron. To be honest, I've done both and it doesn't make any difference. Because I am using this pressing cloth in between my iron and the piece that I'm sticking on, my interfacing, then this will take a steam. Honestly, I've never noticed any difference in all my years of doing this. So the grand reveal, you can give me the drum roll. I'm going to reveal this bag and see how it is stuck on. You can see there we've got a little tiny bit over the edge. That doesn't matter so much. Let me just hold that straight up. You can see how it's shuffled and moved a little bit over to the edge. Maybe I didn't line it up properly, but if you ironed that and you left it there, that little sticky bit would stick down on your ironing board. So really, the minute that you've pressed it all down, you want to be lifting it off your ironing board so that it doesn't stick down. And that really is all there is to it, because once it is stuck down and cooled down, this will get stiff for you. Depending on the weight of the interfacing that you've got, it will stiffen as it dries. And that's where we get the structure and stability from. So this one is a medium weight that I've just stuck on there. And that's all there is to it of how to apply interfacing to your fabric. So I hope that has helped. Please don't forget to like, subscribe and hit the notification bell if you've enjoyed this. And please feel free to share with your beginner friends, and I will look forward to seeing you next time. Bye for now.